Merch drops in an hour. But the news don't stop. Let's go. 51-year-old grandma gives birth to her granddaughter. Say what? Her daughter used her as a surrogate. Kinda cool, but kinda like, what? Somebody who found this thought it was a decapitating body. Turns out it's just a mannequin. This is pretty cool. This woman reunited with her cat after 8 years. She was looking through ads in some cat shelter, and the cat was in there. What? That's amazing. 8 years! This town in Northwest Arkansas is offering to pay you $10,000 and to give you a bike if you're willing to move there. Check it out if you're from the area. Well, this couple did the right thing. They found $25,000 in the house they just bought, contacted the former owners, gave it back. That's awesome. Good on you guys. In this episode of Weird News Daily, we're going to talk about weird facts about the axolotl. The reason I chose this is because it's my son Jasper's favorite animal right now. Axolotls are typically greenish brown or black. The white ones you see are from a mutant male that was shipped to Paris in like 1863. They can only be found in one place and one place only, and that's Xochimilco, Mexico. The sad part is due to habitat loss, pollution, and introduction of invasive species, they're becoming extinct.
On top of them being able to regenerate their limbs, they can also rebuild their jaws, spines, and even brains. Sounds pretty sus to me.
So obviously scientists are interested in this and they want to know why, because they want to be able to do it for humans, but they're finding it's really hard to determine why. In today's weird news, I was today years old when I discovered that bend in their leg, that's their ankle, and they essentially walk tiptoed. Their knees are higher up and they're covered by feathers. What? Did you know that roller coasters were developed in the 1880s to keep people out of brothels and saloons? In 1905, a kid by the name of Frank Epperson, he left soda powder, water, and a wooden stirred stick inside of a cup and woke up in the morning, it was frozen, pulled it out, the Epsicle was created. Later known as the popsicle that you and I know today. Ah, the good old sloth. We all love them. They seem so lazy. Did you know that they can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes, whereas a dolphin has to come up every 10 minutes for air? In today's weird news, for all you music nerds out there, this one's pretty cool. The sons of former Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and Stone Temple Pilots have formed a band. They're called Suspect 208, and they just released their first single, and they got more to come. This is a great little story. Guy 90 years old young, making toys for thousands of kids for the past 26 years since he's been retired. Since he retired, he started to make them odd ones here and there. He used to be a former woodworker, so it's perfect transition, right? He'll do like trucks and race cars, those sorts of things. He figures he does about 200 a year to give away. Way to go, Bill. You're truly Santa's little helper.
Weird medical facts. We're born with only two natural fears. The fear of falling and the fear of loud sounds. All other fears and phobias are acquired or learned later in life. The tongue is the only muscle in the body attached from one end only. All other muscles are fully attached at two ends. Sleep literally cleanses your brain. When we sleep, more cerebrospinal fluid flushes through the brain to wash away the day's worth of harmful excess proteins and toxins.
In today's weird news, we're going to go over if 2020 was such and such. If 2020 was a bag of chips, there it would be. Gross. Also, fingernail flavor. Oh my god. If 2020 was a slide, again, another slide. Ooh, that would be a tough drop. If 2020 was a roll of toilet paper, oh, that would hurt like hell. If 2020 was a car, what? If 2020 was a hula hoop, if 2020 was a piñata, if 2020 was a house, if 2020 was a swing, ow, boom, man, would that hurt. Today's weird news, check out this. It was filmed near Dallas, Texas. About 16,000 people saw this light show. What do you guys think it could be? Well, his mom wasn't looking. He got into the garbage and found an old ink cartridge. Looks like a little Smurf. So this guy pulls off his prosthetic leg, jumps into the lake to save another man. A car went overboard. It was about 50 feet into the water. And he got him and pulled him ashore, and onlookers were like baffled. They're like, oh, look at this guy go. Like, good for you, man. You're a real hero. Crazy thing about this guy is 11 years ago, he got his lifeguard certificate on the same day that he lost his leg due to a train accident. That's crazy. So this babysitter gave her, the two kids she was watching, McDonald's chicken McNuggets, and apparently they're supposed to be vegan, so now the mom wants to charge her 450 pounds for compensation. Unreal. In
today's weird news.
Today we're going to be talking about the peregrine falcon because it's Emerson's favorite animal. First thing you notice about the peregrine falcon is their eyes. If our eyes were as big as theirs proportionately, we would have 3-inch eyes and they'd be 4 pounds each. Another cool thing about their eyes is they work independent of each other and they can keep track of 3 objects at one time that are like different spots.
They can fly 70 miles an hour. When diving, they can go up to 242 miles an hour.
They are able to withstand the forces of 25 Gs. A human would pass out at 8 or 9. One crazy thing is they're more genetically related. Emerson in the background. To a parrot than a hawk. What?
That's Weird News Daily.
Stay safe and stay weird.